Jane and John Doe with $5 says, how do you feel about MN Public Records' latest disclosure about Nick's favorite detour on a certain highway in Wilmer? I saw that today. I did not see that yesterday when it came out. I was busy, but I saw it today. Oh, boy. I don't know, man. That boy's just got himself a death wish. I mean, there's a saying that gang that Bill W. founded where one of the first things you do is you admit your life has become unmanageable and you turn it over to God as you know him. Nick hasn't learned that phrase yet. I mean, look, the last year of my life has been unbelievable. One of the best years, all things considered, one of the best years ever. But I am so glad I got the fuck out of there. What a nightmare. And then he gave out April's address on his show. I read that too, that he gave. Tell me that's not true. He did not give out. So apparently this is the rumor that's out there, that Nick still rents April a shitty 800 square foot rundown, looks like a crack shack in Wilmer, so he can go and visit her. So she's still like this kept side piece. All the while he's like, and I want to respect her wanting to be off the internet and this, that. Well, then you don't make her your side piece and carry on an affair. Being a side piece is a scandalous thing. Being a harlot is a scandalous thing. It's going to invite scandal, especially in a community that hates your guts and wants to see you dead. I mean, these people came forward to this MN Public Records, volunteered all this information, and then he reads her address out on his show, which I heard was just 4 hours of coping. It was just 4 hours, and 4 hours of shit that I'm guessing the PO doesn't want to hear. I think he's of the mind that if he just stays away from booze and drugs, that he won't go to jail. No, if he acts like a retard, they'll take him to jail. And he's acting like a retard. I mean, there was, how do you know that the nanny or Aaron didn't put the cocaine there? So staying away from responsibility. Saying that the county tried to like brainwash his kids, shitting on the detectives, shitting on the investigators, like all of this stuff. It's going to get you a one-way ticket to a jail cell for a month. I mean, it's not just testing positive. If you read the stuff that's in there, it's not just negative. It's not test negative. It's, you got to comply with all this shit. If they start giving reviews to the probation that he's being a dick, they're going to be like, look, you're not understanding what all this is about. You got to go away. Well, I mean, it was not off to a good start from what I heard. Also, Mr. Psychological Abuser, I guess, called me an abuser. That's very interesting. Let's just put it this way. One of us has watched the other physically and verbally intimidate women, and it ain't me. It ain't me. So I think somebody's having a tough time. He definitely doesn't like being perceived by the public as anything but a good guy, and that really shakes him up. And I think that's what leads to these cope streams. The reviews I got from people was it was the Dear John stream all over again. That he was just salty and upset and angry and bitter and pissy and lashing out. And then they said he was boring while doing it, too. I mean, come on. If you're going to lash out and be pissy and everything else, at least be entertaining. If you're going to crash out, like that's the word I heard a lot ever. Or heard a lot, too, was one of the bigger crash outs ever that people had ever seen. I mean, crash outs are supposed to be entertaining. That's what makes them crash outs. I was watching someone summarized. I guess I wasn't watching it, but I was reading someone's summary. Kay, that Kay lady who goes to the courtroom and reports, was on with Will Heron, and Will Heron had his Baldo Guard shirt on. He had his big old horse teeth out trying to sweep it up, Janny, sweep it up. But Kay was just hammering it. I mean, Kay was crushing it. She's like, yeah, whole county hates him. I asked the people at the courthouse what they thought of him. They're like, you don't want to know what the fuck I think of that guy. And Will's just like, oh, no, are you sure it's not this? Are you sure it's not that? She's like, no, face. And then he just started editing the piss out of it. From what I heard, it's cut to shit. I might watch it, but Will's just so boring. Just so bad. And that's supposed to be his job. Triple N says, saw you and Scott. Great prank. We did get him. Look, I want to be humble about it, but Scott and I did kind of everybody up a little bit. Jane and John Doe says, I didn't see it. So, the address thing. Someone referenced it, and he panicked and pretended to not know what the super chatter was talking about. Yeah, I haven't watched any of it. I just know that he gave out an address. I mean, I can confirm what MN Public Records put out there. I mean, that was her truck and the whole deal. I'll give you another little tidbit here that you might already know. He can't let it go because he cares if people believe him or not. You know, he cares if strangers on the internet think he's telling the truth or not. That's why he can't roll with anything. That's why he can't joke with anything. Chad Buzamak says, numero uno, in fairness, he removed the mod and told them to stop banning unless doxing. And then he went on to dox somebody, his side chick. So he told people not to ban unless they're doxing. And then he went ahead and doxed somebody. Oh, boy. Numero uno says, I like this cope about the person in charge of deciding if he could get his kids back, asking how the coke he was saying wasn't his, got in the house, was asking that because she's a true crime freak. I guess I had to watch it. I'm not really sure what that means. Susan says, why doesn't April go back home and live with her parents? That's what I would do. Because she's not as smart as you. She's, at some point, you can't just say you're young and stupid anymore. At some point, you're 30 and you're just stupid. There's nothing you can do. Says I thought the got him sign was a funny extra in the pic. Can I say this? Scott and I were just planning to do the picture yesterday. It was Chad Buzamak who said, you got to include got him in there somehow. Like, you got to do a video where you say got him or Scott says got him. So I asked Scott if he would do the got him sign, and he's like, yeah, absolutely. Because it was Wednesday it all started. Or Tuesday, where Scott tells me, he goes, I want to with these guys. He goes, I'm going to do something on Thursday. He goes, we miss you on Thursdays. We can't wait for you to be back. As soon as they get your paperwork through, we're going to have you back on Thursdays. I said, okay, sounds great. He goes, but I'm going to with him. I said, okay, sounds good. Then Friday, Doom still hasn't gotten a hold of me, by the way, and said, ooh, I really f***ed up. You got me. I got that wrong. Doom puts out that video of Scott telling everyone I've been kicked out of the gym, right? And I know what's going on, and I spilled the beans on Friday, and I didn't know I wasn't supposed to. And I talked to Scott on Friday to tell him I'm coming in Saturday. We'll do the whole thing. And he goes, well, I wish you wouldn't have told people already. He goes, I wish we could have kept it going a little longer. I'm like, I'm sorry. So he wasn't mad at me, but he was a little annoyed at me. But I just love that we could run that same gimmick. Like, we could run that same prank, I guess you would call it, on everyone next week. And these people are so stupid. We could pull it off all over again. We could just recycle the same gimmick. It's too easy. New guy says, when will you be able to coach again? Scott's already gotten the word that I have no suspension. Now the paperwork has to get to me. I got to sign some shit, and then we're good to go. But I don't know. We'll wait another week. But Scott did inform me that he received word from Safe Sport that there is no disciplinary action against me. They're going to be getting in touch with me when, I don't know. I got to sign some shit, and then we're back to good. Just some insurance shit and things. Like, you went through this process, and it was fair, and you found it to be, and just send it over, and I'll throw my John Hancock on it.